Hey friends, I'm here with I'm back with another Hiveswap Friendism video, and today we are going to be starting Volume 4 of Right and Wronged. Um, I'm super excited. I've avoided all spoilers for this one except for the fact that, like the two characters that are being shown today. Um, Today being shown in this one. Yes. Okay. So, I know today I'm going to be doing, what's his name? Tagora? I think it's Tagora. I don't know, we'll see. And my prediction right now, let's see, this one is going to go probably terribly wrong. My prediction is, let's see, like serious prediction, this one's going to be good. I hope I'm right. This route's going to be good today. That's my prediction. I really don't know. Fresh from your most recent bout of gratuitous fuck. Fresh from your recent bout of gratuitous bodily injury and touching scenes of camaraderie, you soldier on. You've had quite a few setbacks, made a couple silly choices. Boy, do these things just keep happening. But let nobody say that you, the main character, are incapable of growth and change. You've made sure not to be caught in the wilderness near dawn again. You've made sure to make your way back. You've made your way back to civilization. You can't wait to discover what new adventures await you. Adventures like friendship. Yep, we're going Tagora today. Is it Vakir or Vakari? I don't know, but we're doing Tagora today because look at him. Alright, yep, we're doing him today. You wander down a street in a non-too-demolished looking part of town, but you don't really take much care. You don't really take much of it in. You're not looking where you're going. I really like how the hives look. They're so they're like beehives, kind of, but weird. This is an elementary mistake. Not looking where I'm going, that is. Fuck. Every time I touch, my little roller thing on my mouse, it moves. It goes from page to page, and it needs to stop. This is an elementary mistake, especially on a planet where everything that exists seems to be on a spectrum of engineered specifically to murder. Or could be a weapon in a pinch. But you've got a lot on your mind. And now, as the car, these guys probably have some ridiculous word for it, but you haven't learned it yet. You hadn't noticed slams into you, you haven't noticed slams into you, sending you flipping head over feet, and you have a few new concerns on your list. Your bones and organs. So I just got hit by a car. The sound of the driver yelling, "Watch where you're going, lump squirt chugger," fades as they drive away. And you assess your situation. Aw, fuck, what voice am I gonna do for him? Like a kind of sly, I don't know. We'll figure it out. You stretch each limb in turn, which you've gotta say doesn't feel great. You've landed in a bush, which is covered in sharp spines. Your arms and legs still work, though, and when you do an experimental cough, no blood comes up. You're pretty lucky, you think. You may have redefined what luck means by this point on your journey, but you'll take what you can get. You don't figure that luck will extend to the driver. You don't think that luck will extend to the driver turning around to help you out of this bush. What? You don't figure... Oh, yeah, okay. You don't figure that luck will extend to the driver turning around to help you out of this bush. Your gaze is meeting the sparkling and immediate intense connection that leads to a beautiful lifelong friendship, but you let yourself hope. After a few minutes of struggle, the answer to your comradely daydreams comes into focus above you. A figure outlined by the spiny leaves of your plant prison and the glow of the moons. The troll you see isn't the driver of the car, but you don't care. Your heart is beating wildly and you continue at your continued lucky streak. Oh, he's beautiful. What the... What does this say up here? I'm concerned. Hello. You seem to have fallen victim to a collide and scamper with that scuttlebuggy back there. A 50-point introductory fee. Fuck. Have you contracted your personal legislator? Legislator, that's what that says, right? Have you contracted your personal legislator? Yeah, I don't know. If not, I'd like to offer my services. Maybe as like a higher voice? I don't know. You guys comment down below and tell me what you think he should sound like. My name is Tagora Gorjek, right? Oh god, I hope so. My name is Tagora Gorjek, but please, call me Gorgor. I'm not fucking calling you Gorgor. I'm here for you, for a nominal fee, of course. Blank, I guess. I'm at 70-something. I don't have money, though, I'm sorry. He pulls a business card from his sleek teal sleek teal vest, and offers it to you with a precise flick of the wrist. His claw beds are perfect. His claw beds? What the fuck is a claw bed? What the fuck is a claw bed? I'm confused. You try again to sit up, buoyed by this offer for assistance. He's some type of doctor, maybe? A lawyer? It doesn't matter, really, because he said he was here for you. Those words go right ahead and burn themselves into the softest chamber of your heart. You start telling him your plight thus far, reaching up through the brambles towards his beacon of hope. This guy seems trustworthy, and that's not just your lack of options talking. You swear. Oh my god, look at him! As you shift, the moonlight shines on you. He steps back briefly, dropping the card in the one eye that's not covered by a swoop of product-infused hair opens wide. He recovers, smoothing his hands down his chest and straightening up, clearing his throat as you continue to explain. You're what? Oh, yes, an alien. I knew that. I've done work with aliens before, so your situation shouldn't be an issue at all. 200 something. Motherfucker. Everyone deserves equal opportunity to be represented by me. Plus 10. Cool. Stop making me pay you. I do not have your currency, Tagora. In fact, we may be able to use this as our favor for a larger catch settlement. It all depends on your angle. Here, try moving your chug column. What the fuck is a chug column? You aren't sure why this is necessary, but you wiggle your torso, hoping that's right. You've never wanted anything more in your meager existence than to follow this specific directive perfectly. No, not that. Oh, fuck you. You add a little hip jiggle. Not sure. Not what. You add a little hip jiggle. Not so much that he might think that it's a come on, but enough to say, hey, I'm friendly and I know what the fuck I'm doing. No, you're the thing that holds your think pan. Work with me. Oh, my fucking neck. Move your neck. Oh my god, that makes so much more sense now. You continue what you hope is part of a troll friendship ritual. Shimmying various parts of your anatomy deeper into the bush until you get to your neck. Then he claps his hands together. There we go. That one hurt, didn't it? Definitely a case of column snap, which can get us a decently hefty restitution. Your neck feels fine, or it doesn't hurt any more than the rest of you, but you give him what you hope is a convincingly painful nod of agreement. Of course, you will need to front the initial legislation? Legislation. Is that what that says? Legislation? What the fuck is a legislation? I know what a laceration is. What is that? I don't care. I'm not gonna think too hard about it. Of course, you will need to front the initial legislation costs. You may also have to we may also have to injure you further. We may also have to injure you further to ensure our case is convincing. But you have to break a few cluck beast embryos to make a goblet, as you well know. A grublet? I don't know. No, I don't know. 500 initial costs? Dude. I will paint you. I will throw paint onto you. Yes, I think we can make a mutually beneficial team, if you're willing to do what it takes to bring out the justice you deserve. So, what do you say? How would you like to help me? What? How would you like to help me out? What? How would you like to help me? Okay. So, what do you say? How would you like to help me help you? Oh, so that thing right there is a fucking sign here. Well, fuck you, Tagora. He's talking really fast, and you're not sure exactly what to think about your lack of funds or the idea of breaking any more bones. But that smile is sharp and shiny and pointed right at you. You want more of it. What was my prediction? That this one would go good? Asking me if he does pro bono work? What the fuck is that? I'm gonna save right here. Cause I don't know what I'm doing. Tell him you have heaps of money. Tell him about the heaps of money you definitely have. No, I'm gonna ask him about the pro bono work. You thank him profusely for his offer to help and explain that while your situation hasn't exactly left you very rich, you'll pay him back in glorious friendship. The most infinite of resources. That was the wrong answer. You lay it on thick. He seems like a guy who can appreciate a good deal when he sees one. And you can't imagine a better deal than this. You reach both arms up, waiting for him to scoop you out of this pain. Play it like the gentle baby you are. Sorry, I don't do charity. And he's gonna fucking walk away. Such a shame, too. I was hoping working with an alien might make a more interesting day than usual. Minus 900. You're not worth it. He turns on his heel and walks away, his high ponytail swishing behind him. He has a high ponytail? Oh, it's that thing. The ducktail. Friendship is not a currency. Okay, so that was the quick bad ending that all of them have. Alright, going back to the loan, because we're trying to get the good ending, unless I'm wrong. Plus an initial cost. He's talking really fast. Alright, so I'm going to tell him about the heaps of money that I definitely have. You mentioned how incredibly loaded you are, and how core to your sense of values it is to pay well for good work. That's what we call good business. Now, get up out of that prickle frond, and let's get you presentable. Oh, fuck you, Tagora. He watches you flail a few times before he sighs and unbuttons his sleeves and rolls them up to his elbows. Each fold is crisp and even, and takes a while, but you're good at being patient. There is a 12% cost increase for instances of manual labor. It'll all be explained in your bill. I am at 1030, whatever this currency is. It is itemized. I'm sure an alien of means, such as yourself, will be able to handle it. You take his hand and he pulls you up and out of the bush. It's kind of a rough job. He's not as strong as he looks, you guess. Fucking weak. He glares at you like he's just daring you to say shit about it. And you're a quick learner. He cuts you off mid-thank you. My office isn't far from here. We can go get things started. Plus 10. Dude, I don't have money. You're gonna hate me. And by things, I absolutely mean get you clean and sign a lot of vaguely worded and stringently binding documents. He walks with a purpose. You shake off the flora stuck to your various body parts and do your best to catch up. From the outside, his office basically just seems to be his hive. You've learned a thing or two during this shitstorm of cultural exchange, though. You gotta play it cool when a potential friend invites you home. You never know what cages or monsters or methods of evisceration they might have laying around. And you want to prepare a nice, chill look on your face for whatever carnage you're about to be confronted by. Plants and an otter? That's actually a mink. A minklusus. Or something. I don't know. What is that? It doesn't work. Your face falls to bewildered hell as you walk inside. When you walk inside because it's all chrome and glass and broad. Because it's all chrome and glass and broad. White walls in here, in there, in here and there. Same thing. It's like he bought the fanciest looking crate and barrel display he could find down to the last minimalist accessory and then never sat down in it. His Lucis, oh, it's a fucking ferret. His Lucis, a ferret, is chilling on an enormous silver thing that is halfway between a throne and a play tower. Everything is clean and bright, and at perfect right angles. And you don't see any weapons anywhere. This is fucking creepy. You ask him if he just moved in, because polite conversation seems to maybe be the best thing you can do, in the absence of something specific to focus your fear on. The first guy who seems kind of sane and you're scared because everybody else is insane. You ask him if he just moved. Oh, I already read that. In the absence of something, you're just a little sort of afraid of everything. You're not paying me to learn my life story. Unless you'd like to. In that case, no. I've lived here most of my life. I'll go ahead and add that to your bill. 1,500 life story installment. And he just said, like, a sentence. You stare at one of the chairs. Should you sit in it? By all means, do not make yourself at home. Plus 10 for what? Head straight to my abolition trap while I prepare our contract. You really want to connect with this guy, and you like how, what? And you like how you just vibed. What? You really want to connect with this guy, and you like how you just vibed there, and you were thinking about sitting in his bed-raggled... What? Sitting your bed-raggled... What? You really want to connect with this guy, and you like how you just vibed there. Vibed there, where you were thinking about you're sitting your bed-raggled ass in his fancy chair. And you could totally tell you were thinking it, but you don't want to be friends badly enough to walk straight into something that has the word trap right there in its name without at least pondering for a second. You've become savvier during all of this. Take a goddamn bath. I'll take a goddamn bath. You're more than a little concerned about this trap part of the instructions you just received, but hey, at least a trap you know about is better than one you don't. And with everything else you can see so freakily pristine. And with everything else you can see so freaky pristine. What? Okay. He was hiding some evil somewhere. You wonder if it's a dungeon. A dungeon would be cool. The ferret bounds off its pedestal and jerks its head for you to follow it. You do because it seems like a regular thing to do, and Tagora is busy on his computer. Oh, that's a nice bathtub. It leads you to a bathroom, which is just as fancy and clean as everything else you've seen. The Lucis chitters at you for a second, squirms its big noodle body around, and leaves, shutting the door behind it. You wait a second till it's probably gone before you test the handle. It's unlocked. Huh. You wonder what the point, or, motive might be to leading you to this room until you turn and see yourself in the mirror. That is some haggard-looking stuff there. So, fair. It's a weird-ass looking mirror. You're flying by the seat of your pants, but you guess maybe you're supposed to take a bath? Oh, you're flying by the seat of your pants, but you guess you're supposed to maybe take a bath. If not, and he gets pissed and unleashes the ferret on you, at least you'll meet your maker nice and clean. Unleashes his ferret on you. You half expect some indiscernible goo or blood or something to come out of the faucet in the weird lumpy tub, but thankfully it's just water. Once you're in, you take a look at the truly inordinate amount of bath products you have at your fingertips. Yeah, that's a lot of bath products right there. And what is that? There are 3 shelves of little bottles and soaps and unidentifiable lathersome accessories by the tub alone. There's even more by the mirror. The labels are all in gibberish, of course, but you sniff a few until you find something flowery and go to town. You take more you take more time than you should in there, but you haven't experienced a moment of luxurious solitude in a bit. Full-time friendship searching can be difficult work. It's good to recharge. Once you're freshly scrubbed and dried, you slather yourself head to toe with some lotion you find in an iridescent vial. Ah, fuck. Clicked off it. Sorry. You hope he won't mind you using it. He wants you to be presentable, and this stuff is sparkly. You're starting to feel rejuvenated as hell, ready to knock this friendship stuff out of the park. You leave your dirty, torn up old clothes on the floor, and wrap yourself in one of the many satin bathrobes folded on the shelf, and head back out to find Tagora. He's standing in his foyer, waiting with a contract he typed out for you. When he sees you, his eyebrow ticks up. I see you went for the Rainbow Drinker Serum. Full body application. Bold choice. I mean, it's an incredibly rare and expensive product that I do expect to be remunerated, but I won't lie, it works. Crush fresh made. What? Fresh homemade troll. I am at 17,610. Yeah, sure, that stuff. You don't want to let on that you don't know what it is, since he seems impressed. Instead, you give his ego a little stroke and tell him that you hadn't seen such a sumptuous array of self-care accoutrements in so long that you couldn't help yourself. Not everyone takes skincare as seriously as they should. I assumed you were taking forever in there because you had gotten lost, or didn't know how to use the abulation trap. Well, he's not wrong. I hadn't considered the possibility that you were just doing your regime. Noted. You hold your arms out to admire the well-hydrated sheen that you have going on. This time, you're not really even bullshitting. It does actually just look good. Tagora seems like he's struggling. He keeps opening his mouth to say something, even changing his mind. He's clutching the documents in his hand like a flotation device. He looks down at them and then back at you. I typically don't use a particular product to highlight my cheek blades, but there is no real reason you shouldn't apply it more liberally, especially if the cost isn't an issue. Plus 10. It's a little drastic for my personal style, but there is a certain unorthodox glamour to it. The next bit looks like it hurts him to get out. I'm blanking, I'm sorry, hold on. The next bit looks like it hurts him to get... hurts him a bit to get out. Do you... ... Would you like to step outside and see the full effect? Plus 10! You bet your ass you would. You're curious about what he means by effect. This seems like more fun than signing stuff. He places the documents down on his desk like they're made of glass, not paper. He looks up at his Lucis, who just sort of tilts its head to the side. You look away and give them privacy to do whatever eyeball communication is going on. After a bit, Tagora clears his throat and heads towards the door. You don't comment on the bluish flush in his cheeks for all the shift in his... you don't comment on the bluish flush in his cheeks for all the shift in his demeanor. He still seems like he might kick you out on your ass if you tried to get too feelingsy with him. You start to glow as soon as you step out, into his dark front yard. Not in a light bulb kind of way, but a subtle ethereal luminescence. What is this stuff? Now that is a look. I mean, there is still an unfortunate issue of your hornlessness to overall aberrance, and the fact that you're still wearing my abolition robe. Abolition robe rental fee. But it's cutting edge, I'll give you that. You almost look like a real one. Oh. He's talking about a rainbow drinkers. He thinks I look like a rainbow drinker, but with no horns. You don't know what that means, but you want to roll around eternally what? You don't know what that means, but you want to roll around eternally in the praise part. You ask if the look will help your case. Oh, right. Your case, of course. He bites his lip and looks back through the window at the papers sitting on the desk where he left them. You hope he still wants to represent you, or at least that he'd want to hang out even if he wasn't going to. You don't get a chance to prod, though, because right then someone rounds a corner at the sidewalk in the front of his hive. Tagora's face immediately shudders into its usual simpering mask. There's an edge of panic around his eye, though. Huh. Wow, Gorjek. What do we have here? It's a blue-themed troll. It's a blue-themed troll! Which, if you remember right, means that he's a fancier guy than Tagora. He's grinning like Troll Christmas came early. You can feel Tagora vibrating out of his skin next to you. Who even is this guy? When he jumps close enough to get a good look at you, he jumps and screeches, "What in the bulge-boiling fuck?" Tagora is frozen, the corner of his mouth pulled back to show his teeth. The new guy is ignoring him in favor of noticing that you're dressed in Tagora's monogrammed leisure wear. If his look of fascinated horror is anything to go by. You don't really know what makes you do it. You don't really know what makes you do it. You should wait for Tagora to get himself together. What? You don't really know what makes you do it. What do I do? You should wait for Tagora to get himself together and do the talking, but you're riding the high of him almost seeming like he was enjoying your company. Plus, nothing boosts confidence like looking like a beautiful, spooky angel. You toss your head, put on your best fancy guy voice, and say what? Put on your fancy guy voice and say what? Never seen a real one. What? Never seen a real one before? You're placing all your chips on this guy knowing something you don't. But when his eyes get huge and he starts stumbling over himself to back away down the sidewalk, you know it's paid off. Tagora blinks, then jumps right in, picking up directly where you left off. Surely someone as well informed as yourself knows a rainbow drinker when he sees one. He goes right back to plussing 10 at everything he says. The blue guy doesn't respond with anything more than a coherent what? Anything more than a what? What? The blue guy doesn't respond with anything more coherent than a string of yelps as he hightails it back the way he came. When he's gone, you turn to Tagora and ask him super casually what a rainbow drinker is. He stares at you in stunned silence. Are you telling me you didn't know? You nod. Oh god, he looks terrifying. and that you ran with it anyway, exploiting the fear you picked up on to turn the tide of a delicate encounter in your favor? Look at him. You shrug. You guess so. You tell Tagora you hope his friend wasn't too freaked out. Friend? No, I hate that guy. There are simply times when being liked by your betters is helpful. Ah. Sorry, I'm blanking. Someone's texting me again. Stop it. I'm gonna put that over there. Though technically, fearing me is just as good. Better, maybe. What? You've never seen a real one before? So, you know. Well, just thank you. You're welcome. Tagora's laugh is soft. It's not a sound you expected to hear. He is happy because of something you did. You can't help it. You start laughing too. That was a bit of a rush, wasn't it? It was almost fun. What is this fun? I certainly didn't see it coming. Anyway, I underestimated you. That was great. What, you never seen a real one before? He gives you an appreciating look and then takes a deep breath. You're so nervous all of a sudden. You feel unbalanced on the precipice of what he might be about to say. From one what? What the? Prevaricator. Prevaricator. Okay, well, I'm just gonna pretend that's what it says. From one prevaricator to another, I will let you in on something. I haven't actually encountered an alien before. Hence the reaction in the beginning. Oh, sweet relief. You tell him his act was alright. You tell him his act was airtight. And as long as everyone's doing the truth thing, you admit you lied a bit too. You aren't actually rich. Yes, that's clear now. You have the invaluable ability to fake it, though. That's potentially much better. I'm dying. Why don't we put your case on hold for the time being? You wouldn't have enjoyed the outcome of our legal system anyway. Preemptive interest on held suit. We can find an alternate. Wow, that was surprisingly difficult. We can find an alternate means of you working off your debt. Plus 10. Every time he says something. Every time he says something, it's plus 10. I think we may make a better team than I previously anticipated. With our wits combined, we can tackle bigger and better things than traffic injuries. Yes. Yes. He flexes his hand at his side, and then in one swift, decisive movement, he extends it to you. On his face is something close to an honest to God, real ass smile. I've never actually formed a legitimate partnership of any sort before, but I believe this is how it's done. Yes, normally you shake hands. What do you say? Sign here. Plus 5% friendship discount. The glow in your heart shines brighter than any expensive and still kind of mysterious lotion. You take his hand in your firm, no nonsense grasp of pure, inexorable joy and shake it. Yay! Friendship! As I glow. Just sign here. Yeah. Okay, that was fun. I was right again. Somehow. Yeah, I don't know how I was right again. Something's weird. I'm not doing it on purpose either. I'm just like I don't know. Something's weird. Something's happening. Anyways, yeah, that was pretty cool. I like him. He's neat. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I'm blanking again. What am I supposed to say? Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see any more of my videos on Hiveswap Friendism, you can click the link at the end at my end card. There will be a playlist there with all of my 9 or so other videos. I think there's 9. No, at this point there would probably be like more than 9. I don't know. 9 plus something videos, I don't know. Yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.